Okay, so let's see. So here, first I have two collocations. So the first one is social distancing. Um, so now what's the meaning of it? It means trying to keep a safe distance between yourself and other people so that disease doesn't spread from you to to others. Now, what is interesting about this phrase is that originally, I think it appeared around the 50s, and it comes from sociology. And originally, it meant that you should keep an emotional and social distance rather than a physical one. Okay, and of course now it has taken on this new meaning. And some very common collocations that we use with this collocation is to keep social distancing or to practice social distancing. Okay, I think they are the most common ones. Uh, then the other one is elbow bump, which is this kind of informal greeting, let's say, where you touch somebody's elbow rather than shaking hands, so that you avoid again spreading disease through touching each other's hands. Now, this kind of greeting gained popularity during different epidemics or pandemics. During, for example, the 2006 avian flu, followed by the 2009 swine flu, and the Ebola outbreak in Africa. Okay, so I think especially during this Ebola outbreak, some UN officials and were practicing this kind of elbow bump so that they try to persuade people to use this kind of greeting rather than touching each other. And the last one that I have is a blended word, COVIDiot, which comes from two words, COVID and idiot. And it's a person, you know, who annoys other people or who can be irritating by refusing to obey, you know, social distancing measures designed to prevent the spread of COVID-19. And probably I would include people who, you know, believe, you know, that this whole pandemic is a kind of hoax, or, you know, that it doesn't exist, or that it has to do with 5G, you know, the employment of 5G networks and so on. I would include, you know, this kind of people as well.
Wow, there's a lot of people are in denial, right?
Yeah.
Sometimes it's true. So
Okay.
it's hard for them to admit that. Right. So very good. So the topic is very, I mean, it's extensive. We have a lot of vocabulary related to COVID-19. We'll probably continue next week with other words because there are many
There are
other
many, yeah.
yes, there are many
Like,
other examples, very interesting examples of new words. Okay, so I thank we thank very much all the people watching on Facebook. We say hi to Mahmoud, all for being with us, and we'll come back next week with more words related to COVID-19 vocabulary. Okay, thank you all. Bye bye. Thank you, Panos. Thank you, Laura, and goodbye. See you
Bye.
soon. Bye.